Why is the history of U.S. immigration laws crucial for Latino families? Imagine trying to understand your family's story without knowing the history behind the laws that shaped it. That's why knowing the history of U.S. immigration laws is so important for Latino families. These laws have directly affected their chances to stay together, find work, and access services in America. In the early 1900s, laws like the 1920 for Immigration Act set strict limits on who could come into the country. While it restricted many groups, it allowed some Mexican migration, but with restrictions. These laws often had racial biases that made it harder for Mexican and other Latino immigrants to be treated fairly. They faced discrimination and social barriers that still influence perceptions today. During the mid-1900s, programs like the Bracero program let Mexican workers come temporarily to work in agriculture and factories. But when this program ended in the 1960s, many workers stayed in the country without legal status. This created a rise in undocumented migration, making families fearful of separation. The Immigration and Nationality Act of 1965 changed things by removing the old quota system. It focused on family reunification, which is especially important for Latino families wanting to stay close. This law opened the door for more family-based immigration, helping many relatives join loved ones in the United States. In 1986, the Immigration Reform and Control Act was a turning point. It penalized employers who hired undocumented workers but also gave legal status to millions of undocumented immigrants, many of whom were Latino. This law helped families gain stability and access to jobs, health care, and education. However, not all laws have been helpful. Laws that criminalized reentry after deportation, dating back to the 1920s, have broken apart families. State laws like California's Proposition 187 in the 1990s tried to block public services for undocumented immigrants. This created fear and made it harder for Latino children to get health care and go to school. Understanding this history helps Latino parents see how laws have shaped their lives. It shows why legal status matters for working, providing for their families, and protecting their children. It also helps them find community resources and legal help to defend their rights. Knowing the past also helps families explain to their children why certain challenges exist. It builds resilience and awareness about the social and political factors that affect their lives. By understanding these laws, families can better navigate the legal system and advocate for their rights. In the end, the history of U.S. immigration laws is a story about how policies have created opportunities and obstacles for Latino families. It's essential for parents to understand this history so they can protect their families and help their children thrive in America.